Ahí puse a grabar y ahorita se ve esta chica.
Okay. Let's see.
No, ahí me
So we were saying, what social change did he find? So number 7, what social change did he find surprising? So what surprises him?
About the people was living in fine buildings, and they were beautifully dressed, and he didn't see any of them working or something like that.
Right. He didn't see anybody working. Good. People were, I think that you use singular. Remember that the word people is plural. People were or people are. Okay. And there was something else that was strange. Mateo, do you remember what else was strange? Or what else surprised him?
That there wasn't any advertisement like for shops and that.
Yes, so no advertisement, and what else wasn't there? There were no advertisement, no shops, no buying, no selling. Very strange. So how do you think they lived if there were no shops, no buying and selling? What do you imagine? How could they live without shops?
They share all the things.
They shared their things, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, maybe. Any other possibility? Maybe they made everything themselves. All the things they used were homemade, caseras, homemade, perhaps. Okay, let's see. In what way can difficulties in life be good? Well, what was it? More or less we spoke about this. In what way can difficulties in life be good? Who would like to answer it?
They make people strong and clever, and they also help them to work together.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Well, this is on track. We listen to Harry discussing the time machine with his father. Answer true, false, or doesn't say. Valen, can you pass? You were the one that passed to the others. CD2, track 10. CD2, track,
Miss,
yes.
I don't have battery.
Ah, bueno. A ver, si lo- bueno, a ver, voy a ver si lo pongo yo, lo grabo y trato de grabarlo, no como el otro día que había tocado mal el botón. Y si lo... A ver, veamos entonces. Ah. Bueno, I have just sent it to you. Let's see if you can hear it like that. I sent it as an audio. Let's see if you can hear it. Are you listening to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss, I already listened to it.
Fine.
Miss, ahí prendí el teléfono y tengo el audio acá. Lo puedo mandar.
Yo ya lo mandé, a ver si Vicky, Mateo ya lo escuchó. Díganme cuando ya lo escucharon. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we have to, if the three of you have finished?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so answer true, false, or doesn't say. Harry's writing a book review of the time machine. True. His father read the book when he was 16. Valen?
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say how old he was. Harry thinks the book is exciting.
True.
What do the others think?
False.
A ver, and the other one, what does Vicky think?
False.
Yes, false, because his father was the one that thought it was exciting. And his father was trying to convince Harry that the book is exciting. So, false. Number 4. Mateo?
Harry thinks the book. No, the main character doesn't have a name. True.
True, yes. The main character doesn't have a name. He's the time traveler, just that. 5, Vicky?
The time traveler panics when he can't find his time machine. True.
Yes, this is the exact word that Harry used. Number 6, Valen?
They made a film of the book 100 years ago. True.
True. What do the others think?
False.
Mateo, your opinion?
And I think it's false.
Let's see, what do you remember that they said about 100 years? This is something that Harry's father said.
That the people have been reading the book for 100 years.
Yes, that's it, that they have been reading the book. Okay. And what do we learn about a film that was made? When was the film made? He mentions Hollywood. Well, he says that a film was based on the story and made in Hollywood in 2003. So when here it says they made a film of the book 100 years ago, really nothing is said about that. We know that the film was made in 2003, and we know that the book has been read for 100 years. So either it is false, because I don't know, when did people start making films? Does anyone know?
Mm,
But not 100 years ago, I think. No, not 100 years ago. So it has to be false, or at least doesn't say, because we have no information about 100 years ago, except that the book has been read. Let's see, 7. Who would like to do 7?
the book shows that people can be gentle as well as violent and lazy as well as hardworking. True.
Yes. What's that? What did you say? I couldn't hear.
True, miss.
Yes, true. Okay. So who were the violent? Who were the violent in the story? Who were violent? Sorry.
Eloy. Eloise.
I don't know. What do you think, Vicky or Mateo?
The Morlocks,
The ones that live where?
underground,
Yes, and those are the Morlocks. Who were lazy?
The Eloy.
Right. And why does it say that they were lazy? What does the story? What does the story say about the people?
Because they were too weak.
And what else did he notice?
Less intelligent.
Sorry?
Less intelligent.
That they were less intelligent, yes. Okay, but what about lazy? Why does he say that people were lazy?
because he couldn't find them doing any work.
Exactly, because of that. Nobody worked, at least among the allies. Okay, and some others were hardworking. Who were hardworking? He mentions only two groups of people. We have said that the allies were lazy, nobody did any work, and so who were hardworking?
The Morlocks.
Yes, because he had said that they were the workers, but at the same time they were violent. But they were hardworking, and so they were strong because they worked. Okay. Speak. Talk about you. Answer the questions. Have you read any science fiction books or seen any science fiction films? Valen, any science fiction movie?
No, miss, I don't really like that type of books or films.
And never ever, not even for school, any story or movie?
No.
No? Because at school they make you read some science fiction things. You didn't read them.
I don't remember.
Okay, what about you, Vicky? What science fiction did you read?
I don't remember reading any science fiction books.
And stories, cuentitos, or movies?
Cuenta el de el perrito diminutivo.
El
Creo
perrito?
que se llama así. El perrito que se llamaba diminutivo.
Ajá. I don't know, I have.
Igual no creo que sea de ciencia ficción. Pero nos hacían leer eso.
But what? Pero sí que.
Pero nos hacían leer eso, tipo,
Ah,
habíamos leído unos cuantos libros.
okay. Well, try to think, Mateo, have you seen any science fiction movie or read any science fiction story?
I've seen Back to the Future.
Oh, yes, so have I. Yes, did you enjoy that one?
Yes, it's very good.
Yes, it is science fiction, and I usually hate science fiction, but I enjoyed that movie because it was funny. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. It's more connected with adventures than with science fiction, but it is science fiction. And somebody passed me a joke the other day, and it was a photograph. Maybe you got it too. It was a photograph of that movie, the one that you said, Mateo. And the doctor told the boy, go wherever you want, but remember never to travel to 2020. Don't go there. It was funny. Okay. Imagine that you travel in a time machine to the year 3020. 3020. What changes do you think you would see in these areas? People, food, health, education, work, transport, or money? So try to think of some changes you would see when you traveled to 3020. What do you imagine about people?
I think they would take care about the environment, and they would clean the things before virus or something like that. I imagine that.
Okay. So they would take care of the environment. Right. What do you think, Vicky or Mateo, about the people?
That they would be very organized and well dressed.
And you, Mateo, what do you think?
And maybe that there will be a lot of more people, like they will be more than 100,000 of millions of people, maybe.
So the world or the earth would be crowded, full of people, crowded. C-R-O-W-E-D. C-R-O-W-E-D. Crowd. Sorry, I'm missing a letter. C-R-O-W-D-E-D. Crowded. Full of people. What about the food? What do you imagine about the food in 2020, in 3020?
Maybe it will be bills, just like the films or the people who travel to other planets eat.
To eat or to find more food? Okay. Vicky or Mateo, what do you think about food?
Is that the food will be colorful and strange.
Okay. And you, Mateo?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe they will find a way to get faster, I don't know, to make the vegetables to grow faster, maybe.
To develop or to, yes, to grow, to develop quicker, right, faster. What about health? Will there be more diseases, fewer diseases?
I think less.
And you, Vicky, do you agree that people will be healthier?
Yes, but there will be more bacteria and diseases.
Okay. And you, Mateo, what do you think?
Maybe there will be cure for now lethal, like there will be more vaccines or cures for viruses and bacteria.
Right. Bacteria comes from Latin, so it has no S, the plural, bacteria. With A, bacteria, that's the plural. And the singular is bacterium. So bacteria is plural, no S. The same as the word data. The singular is datum, and data is the plural with no S. Okay, good. What about education? What do you imagine?
Chips.
Chips. So you won't require to to make any effort to learn, you mean?
Yeah.
It will be transmitted directly with a chip. Okay, do you agree with Valen? Or what do you think about education?
I think there will be robots instead of teachers, and children will read digital books instead of normal ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you, Mateo? What do you think?
I think there will be holograms of virtual teachers, maybe.
Uh-huh. Okay, but anyway, I think that you are all imagining going to school or without going to schools.
Without.
Without. And you, Vicky?
Going to school.
And you, Mateo?
I think like if the world is very crowded, people won't have to go to school. Maybe like they will be in their houses.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like now, maybe.
I hope you're wrong. Oh, my goodness. Well, what about work or transport or money? Let's see. Choose one.
I think in the future will be more artificial intelligence, and the work of the people won't be so necessary.
So what?
So necessary.
Uh-huh. Okay. And you, Vicky, what do you think? Choose any of these.
I think we will use digital money like bitcoins.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you, Mateo?
I think people will use like virtual money, like credit cards, and like there won't be any physical money anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think I agree with you on that. Because even now, have you noticed the difference now? I don't know if you can notice it at home, but we are not using any money at all now. Well, I only pay for one thing with physical money, for vegetables, only that. But the rest of the things, virtual money. What about your house?
Oh, I don't really know.
You don't know. Okay. Well, and you, Vicky, do you know?
No.
No. Well, okay. Well, let's see. And the other day I was talking to a friend of mine who is a doctor, and he told me that the virus stays for as long as 40 days in physical money. 40 days. So I was keeping some money about a month without touching it. And then I used it for, well, to pay vegetables and fruit, but just for a month. And he told me that it had stayed on physical money for about 40 days. Wow. So we'd better use virtual money. Right. Okay. Before we do this, well, yes.
Happy day.
Happy day. You're talking about yesterday. I was
Yeah.
thinking, what day is it today? Oh, well, thank you, Valen. Thank you very much. Well, So here we have. No, I wanted to say something else before. Oh, qué tarde. A ver si llego a decirles. Vieron que les mandé unas cosas de literatura. ¿Alguien ya lo leyó? O sea,
Un libro, sí.
sí, es una historia de Sherlock Holmes, pero la divido en dos partes. Les mandé del capítulo 1 al 6 y después les voy a mandar hasta el 12. Y cada capítulo venía con un montón de preguntas. Me parece que yo les puse que hicieran, si no recuerdo mal, 20 y había 26, creo. Bueno, fíjense de hacerlo porque después les tengo que mandar la otra parte. Eso por un lado. Por otro lado, ustedes no sé si ya iban a este culto que se festejaba siempre lo de Halloween. Halloween. Bueno, entonces mi pregunta es esta. Ustedes quieren que organicen, porque nos pidieron que hiciéramos algo diferente, algo sobre Halloween. ¿Algún juego sobre Halloween ese día? ¿O que leamos algo sobre Halloween? ¿Qué es lo que prefieren? O sea, en vez de dar la clase sobre algo del libro, o hacemos algún juego de Halloween, o leemos sobre Halloween. ¿Qué es lo
Capaz que podemos ver alguna película.
¿Alguna película?
Sí.
Uy, ya me complicaste. A ver, ¿qué tendría que hacer yo?
No, no sé, pero creo que se puede. Tipo,
Ay, creo que hay una aplicación que te deja, que es como que si creas una sala y se pueden ir uniendo.
Bueno, averiguo. Entonces, ¿alguna
¿cómo se
película?
llama? La aplicación Cero.
¿Cero?
No, no.
Ah,
Era algo así, pero no me acuerdo el nombre.
bueno, entonces ustedes, a ver, no sé, ¿quién sugirió lo de la película?
Ah, yo.
Valen. Vicky y Mateo, ¿qué opinan ustedes?
Sí, podríamos ver una película.
Bueno, no les garantizo, porque depende de que mi hijo me pueda explicar qué tengo que hacer. Porque Marce seguro que no sabe, pero Fernando puede ser que sí. Bueno, y otra cosa más les tenía que decir, ¿qué otra cosa era? Ah, lo del siguiente examen es el 4 de noviembre. Me parece que es un miércoles 4, sí, no estoy segura. Bueno, esas tres cosas. Ok, bueno. A ver entonces si llegamos a leer esto. Writing tip. Linkers as well, bueno, linkers or connectors, and here we have 3. As well as, que sería así como también. Another possibility is what's more, not only this, but also something else. For example, we can join 2 ideas in one sentence by using pairs of linkers. For example, not only but also, and we can add points with as well as and what's more. The book forecasts space travel and nuclear wars, as well as predicting genetically modified foods. They are not only physically smaller, but also less intelligent. What's more, they have become weak. And here we have. Join the sentences in 3 ways, in these 3 ways. She's intelligent, she's very beautiful. So we can say, as well as, and we need ing, as well as being, because we have the verb to be, as well as being intelligent, comma, she's very beautiful. Yes? Let's see this one using as well as. He speaks Spanish and he speaks French.